2022. How come it only happened when Caitlin Clark got here? Yes, there was a CBA negotiation and COVID and all of that, where Kathy Engelbert had to pay y'all up front and all this other stuff. Y'all was willing to let the league go under during the COVID year. We gonna forget about that. All of this big money, rah stuff y'all was talking. How come in the WNBA? Chelsea Gray has been in the WNBA since 2014. She's been in the league 11 years. In 11 years, you have not helped the WNBA owners turn over a profit. In all of your 11 years, the WNBA and the WNBA.
For years, the narrative was that the league simply needed more exposure and investment. Broadcast windows expanded. ESPN increased coverage. The NBA cross-promoted. Nike invested in branding. Campaigns were rolled out. Slogans were tested. The visibility infrastructure improved. But marketing is an amplifier, not a generator. If the underlying product doesn't trigger emotional engagement, cultural relevance, or spectacle, marketing can only do so much. Then a high-volume, Logo 3 shooting guard from Iowa entered the league, and viewership spiked. That suggests the breakthrough wasn't distribution. It was differentiation. A compelling, stylistically distinct player changed the entertainment value equation. That doesn't erase prior efforts. It highlights that star power converts awareness into obsession. Now, where the argument often oversimplifies is in assuming this means previous stars had no value. Players like Chelsea Gray built competitive credibility and championship legitimacy. But competitive excellence and marketing phenomenon are not always the same thing. Sports history is full of technically brilliant players who are not mass-market draws. Entertainment value, narrative tension, and cultural timing matter as much as skill. On the union optics. Public-facing theatrics during negotiations can absolutely shape perception. Whether it's symbolic gestures, viral posts, or protest imagery, the risk is that fans interpret it as unserious during high-stakes business talks. Collective bargaining is both economics and optics. If messaging alienates casual fans at the exact moment new ones are entering, that's a strategic misstep, regardless of the underlying demands. However, framing it as activists versus business partners may be too binary. Labor negotiations in sports have always involved public pressure campaigns. The NFL, NBA, MLB, all have used media leverage. The difference here is timing. When momentum is fragile, even minor perception shifts can feel magnified. The lockout question is the real strategic pressure point. If games are lost, owners risk stalling growth. Players risk forfeiting paychecks. New fans risk disengagement. Breakout stars lose developmental runway. Rapid growth leagues are especially vulnerable to interruptions. Unlike mature leagues with entrenched fan bases, momentum here is still elastic. On the point guard hierarchy discussion, generational shifts are uncomfortable in every sport. When a rookie immediately posts historic statistical numbers, narratives change fast. That can bruise egos because elite athletes are wired around status, ranking, and legacy. But ego response and business negotiation are not necessarily the same thing. It's tempting to merge them, yet they operate on different incentives. Finally, the entertainment business point is partially true. Attention drives revenue. Ratings influence media deals. Media deals influence salary pools. But professional sports are structured around collective labor models. Players negotiate as a class, not as individual box office draws. That's why superstars in every league often subsidize lesser-known players through shared revenue systems. The real tension isn't who deserves credit. It's this: a breakout star accelerated revenue dramatically. Veterans want structural compensation that reflects growth. Owners want cost control while the surge proves sustainable. Public discourse is personalizing what is fundamentally economic. Marketing didn't fail for a decade. It just didn't have a catalytic figure to magnify. Now that one exists, the smartest move for everyone, veterans included, is alignment, not escalation. Growth phases are when leagues either solidify their future or fracture over leverage miscalculations. The cliff isn't ego. The cliff is mismanaging momentum.